Hey, hey, ho, ho, fossil fuels have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, fossil fuels have got to go.
Thank you so much for coming out to our action today, creatively titled Death to Fossil Fuels. Did I get a what?
We are gathered together to tell President Biden to use his executive power to declare a climate emergency, stop greenlighting new fossil fuel project infrastructures, and further hasten the transition to renewable energy. Here in the Great Lakes region, Enbridge's Line 5 oil and gas pipeline endangers the drinking water of millions and traverses the lands of many indigenous tribes. We're across the territory of the Bad River Band of the Lake Superior Chippewa in Wisconsin. The pipeline is dangerously close to rupturing near the Bad River due to spring rain and snowmelt swelling the river and eroding its banks.
I once believed that asthma was a normal problem in my community. Everyone had it growing up. My family, my friends, me. Once I learned about fossil fuels and environmental racism, I realized that while it was the norm in marginalized communities like mine, it was the result of exploitation, systemic racism, and corporate greed that caused South Shore and other communities across the nation to bear the brunt of air pollution and climate change. Make no mistake, anything less than robust, bold, and comprehensive action on the climate emergency is environmental racism. President Biden has the power to change this. He has the power to change the narrative and harsh reality of South Shore and other environmental justice communities. Woo! President Biden, I'm here today in solidarity with over 50 actions across the nation, urging you to declare a climate emergency and end our dependency on fossil fuels. Thank you.
We eliminate all investments in the top 200 fossil fuel companies and accelerate investments in clean energy and climate solutions. We build on the success of the Climate and Equitable Jobs Act, the Inflation Reduction Act. We support the Illinois State Pension Divestment Bill that will require the state to divest from fossil fuels by January 2028. Require the adoption of written investment policies by pension boards, require a review of the assets of pension funds to expose those related to the fossil fuel industry, and require quarterly public postings regarding the fund's holdings. And we call our state representatives to ask them to sponsor the bill, HB 3037.
What I want to tell you about carbon capture and storage is that it's a scam. It's a boondoggle. It's a false solution to the climate crisis. Can you hear me? Yeah. It's a phony solution to the climate crisis. Please tell your state representatives and your state senators to vote for support the strongest regulations to try to stop this gigantic boondoggle ripoff. Please protect Illinois.
People's Gas is, you know, trying to shove a rate hike through the Illinois Commerce Commission. I want to thank Abe Scar from Illinois PERT for giving me this wonderful information, because he's been down in Springfield fighting all this, trying to make sure that they don't sort of fund their cost overruns through the consumers, because they've said they were going to basically cost this much money, but they didn't, like, triple the amount that was to replace all the different pipes throughout the city, the gas pipes. So, after breaking record profits for the 6th straight year, People's Gas is pushing the biggest rate hike in Illinois history. A $400 million increase would raise our bills by more than $140 per year. And that would fall on people who can't afford it. Already, 1 in 5 People's Gas customers are in debt to the utility, and this rate hike will only make Chicago heating affordability crisis worse. People's Gas wants the rate hike so it can continue dumping billions of dollars into overhauling its fossil fuel infrastructure. This mismanaged project is the reason People's Gas profits and our bills are so high. People's Gas is also pushing for an excessive profit rate so they can send more of our money from Chicago to their out-of-state corporate parent in Wisconsin. No! Rather than wasting money on failing fossil fuel infrastructure and grabbing obscene utility profits, it's time to start the transition to clean, affordable, all-electric homes. That starts with Chicago. We need to pass an ordinance that says whenever you build a new building, it has to be all electric. And we also need to get it to where if you retrofit, it's time to go electric. That's why we call on regulators to say no to the People's Gas rate hike. 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 No to the People's Gas rate hike.